I'm back to do my Project Life card for our kit this month. I'm going to use the number 5 Project Life page. It's got a spot for 3 4x6s, but then there's a bunch of little spots, but those little spots you can also put pictures in. So that's the page I'm going with. I am going to use the Project Life accessories pack. I want to use some of the sequins out of there, and I may use this Christmas tree. I'm kind of going with a Christmas tree theme. I may use my tree punch. I have this, it's hard to see. It's a window sheet with Merry Christmas printed on it. It is from last year's kit. I will probably use that on this page. I have my grid card. I have a old olive marker. I may be doing some things with that. I just pulled out a bunch of stuff that I was thinking it's going to depend on it. I pulled out the page from last year's Project Life. I may pull the Christmas trees. I really liked that one. I thought it kind of went with this a little bit. Gonna use a piece of mistletoe. Got a piece of old olive cardstock. I may use one of these to do some sponging, not certain, just have to wait and see. I've got my green striped card. Got my berries. And I have this, I'm thinking Merry and Bright is what I'm going to use. And then the other thing I have is a piece of Whisper White cardstock, and it's hard to see, but I spritz this with glimmer spray. And if I need white, I'm going to use that just because it'll give it a little sparkle. I thought I would share with you how to use your cutouts as a stencil. Now, I flipped it to the back side. You don't have to flip it to the back side, but then you run the risk of getting it on this one. So I flipped it to the back side. I put it on my cardstock where I wanted it to be, and then I've used Post-it notes to hold it in place. Now I'm going to just take my sponge dauber and my ink pad, and I'm going to, you got to be careful, sponge it in. I think I need a new sponge. And then I'm just going to very carefully take this one off and this one off to see. Yep, see? And it's all sponged. Now, I wanted you to see that so you could see how I did it. I'm going to finish the rest of it up and I'll share it with you. I thought I would share with you something that I tried, and it is working. I took a piece of the white that I had sprayed with the shimmer spray and my old olive marker, and I'm using the writing tip. And I'm drawing lines very similar to this on here. It's not the same thing, but it'll be close enough that I think it will look okay. And all I'm doing is just randomly drawing lines. And you have to have a fairly new marker or this won't work. And then just kind of use different angles because they've done that. Let's see. Maybe I'll do another one like that. Hope my head's not in the way. I didn't even think of that. And then I'm going to go straight up and down here. And then this. And I'll go straight with this one. And again, I'm just kind of looking at it to get a random pattern, and I'm down to this. So I think what I'm going to do is do one like this and one like this. And there I have it. Very similar. This one does have a fatter line, but it does give you an option. All right, I cannot use this one because my cards have to go this way and this goes the other way. So I'm going to recreate this using stamps. I have pulled out my Project Life 2015 set. I put my Christmas on there, and then I'm going to put my Mary on top, and I'll put my, there we go. Sorry if my head's in the way. I want to make sure it's straight. I'll put my block on top of this so that I pick it all up and it's ready to emboss. I will do that and be back. I finished all 6 of the 3x4 cards. I took the card base that we had and I cut off 3 inches, and then I cut it at 4 inches. I added that piece of mistletoe and some pearls that were in the kit and the Merry and Bright that was in the kit. I showed you how I did the, I guess you'd call it, knockoff of this. I took the 2 trees from the Project Life kit last year. They're just stickers. I punched some gold stars. And then I took the Joy from the kit and stamped it in the corner. Here's the one that you kind of saw me where I showed you how to do, where I sponged the background. Now I added some of our pearls that you can buy. They're not the same size, but I think they do the same thing. And then I added some gold, some of our gold trim that's in the catalog. Gold glitter ribbon. To me, I like my bling, so I wanted some bling in there. So I pulled in some bling in different areas. So there's that. I did a very simple grid card. I just cut it down some, mounted it on the old olive. I did round the corners on all of mine. I like that rounded corner look. Some people don't. But if you don't have the time, don't want to do it, just put it in there straight on. This is the card I showed you I was going to make myself. And what I did was I took Merry Christmas from the Project Life stamp set seasonal snapshot, and I lined it up, stamped it on there with white, embossed it, and then came back in with my snow. And the snow is from the Sheltering Tree. I wanted the snowflakes, so that's the reason why I did it, not just the blobs for snow. So that is done. This one, when I cut this down to 3 inches and then cut it at 4, I had this strip left. And remember I had my punch out here? I punched the tree out of there and I put it down. I then pulled out some sequins from the Project Life seasonal snapshot accessory kit for this year and added some gold sequins. I then went to my, where is it? Can't find it. I put it over here 2 seconds ago. Don't you hate that? You put something over and then you can't find it. But it's the sequins in the neutrals color. It's sequins and stars. I pulled out some clear ones, 2 gold ones, and a gold star for on the tree. That card is done. All my cards are done. I'll be back and I'm gonna lay it out and I'll show you what it looks like completed. This is what it would look like laid out. I took my Merry and Bright and put it at the top. I then put my journaling card. I like my journaling card to be kind of centered. Then, I gotta move this up so you can see it. I took my Merry Christmas and my Joy and put it over here. And I may not leave it that way. I may do some switching. I think I'm going to. There we go. Sometimes you can't tell till you get it laid out. I put my Merry Christmas, then I took my mistletoe with my gold ribbon, glitter ribbon. I put the other Joy card here and my Christmas tree down here. I have 3 pockets that I will put pictures of my Christmas tree, and my layout is done.